Welcome to this new day. Let us start our day with this piece of quote. Do not wake up with a regret of what you could not accomplish yesterday. Wake up while thinking about what you will be able to achieve today. So, dear students, you have today in your hand. Please make it great. Wishing you all a very good morning. You all are welcome to virtual classes of Business Studies class 11. Before we could start, let's pray. Please join your hands and close your eyes. Dear God, thank you for the night and early morning light, for rest and food loving care, and all that makes the world so fair. Help us to do the things we should, to be kind and good enough. God, bless our dear students and teachers. Fill them with your joy so that the passion towards their subject may endure. We ask all this in the wonderful name of Jesus. Amen. Wishing you all a very happy Friday, dear students. You all are welcome to this virtual classes. Hope you all have gone through our business studies session which was being given in the last class. You all have taken up with the introduction of business studies. So you all have already come across, this is a textbook which you will be using for this academic year. So those who have missed out to check it, please look on the slide. This is a textbook which you will be using for this academic year. This is a textbook which has been prescribed according to Karnataka PU board, and we have been following with NCERT syllabus. I'm sure students, business studies is a very new subject for you all, and I'm sure you all are being very curious to know what is there in the subject and what you all will be learning, isn't it? So do not worry, business studies is one of the subject where you will be learning, and most of you all are the most of the concept which you all will be learning in this subject are like most of you all are like already aware with, because commonly we all have come across in the economy, come across in the society, commonly we have seen business happening around us, isn't it? You go for a provision store, it's a business. You go for a hotel, again it's a business. You are traveling in the bus and you are paying for it, again it's nothing but a business, isn't it? So here, with the help of this year business studies, you will try to understand more about what is happening in the environment and how business exactly operates. And here, the person can try to analyze and try to understand the dynamic situation in which a business is being placed. And here, with the help of the business studies chapters, you will be enriched with different types of the business, and some of the concept which is been related to business you will be learning in detail. So here you all have to be active enough and try to analyze the business activity, and you all have to discover what are the different organization which is happening in the economy, and update your knowledge with the help of the textbook and also some of the magazines which are being available in a library, and also with the help of some of the internet sources. Clear to you all? So previous session you all have already come across with the contents. I'm sure you have already put all the contents. I mean to say, I'm talking about your syllabus. I told you all syllabus is being divided into part 1 and part 2. Put together we have 12 chapters. Put together we have 12 chapters, and I'm sure you all have gone through with the contents and you have already written in your notes, right? Yes, you all are maintaining 300 pages of book for your notes. I have already told in my introductory class for you all. So you all are writing the notes in the same 300 pages book. and on the first sheet of your notes I want you all to write the index that had already been given to you all in the previous session. Yes, it's time to start up with our chapter 1. Chapter 1 is all about we are starting with part 1 of the textbook. Part 1 is giving us the foundation of business. So what do you mean by foundation of a business? Foundation of a business is nothing but where you are trying to learn the basics regarding to the business, right? The basic part related to the business you will be learning with the help of this first 6 chapters. So I am on part 1 of your textbook. I told you all textbook is been divided into 2 parts. We have the same textbook, but textbook is been divided into 2 parts to make your studies easier. Part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is foundation of business. Part 2 where you will be learning more about corporate organization, finance and trade. I told you all in the introductory class. So today it's time to start up with chapter 1. Let us be very thankful for God. We all are able to attend the virtual classes, and we all are glad enough to know what is there in the chapter, and make sure you all are been attentive enough and learn the concept then and there, and my wishes are always there with you all to learn the chapter and subject better. Yes, so first chapter you're looking on the slide. First chapter we'll be learning more about business. So here we will try to learn the nature and purpose of business. So today exactly we will be learning the concept which are being related to the business. So students, don't you think business has become a central of all our life, isn't it? So although our life are being introduced by many other institutions, maybe like a modern society, we all are living in a modern society today. We all are been easily accessible with different Android phones today. We have a cyber cafe, isn't it? We are living into more of technology today, and even though we all are like surrounded with most of the schools, colleges, hospitals, we can see a political parties, religious bodies, business, and don't you think our major influence on our all these things are been influencing on our life? So it becomes important for us to understand more about the concept related and the nature and what are the purpose of business. So it's time to start up with our chapter. So here all the human beings, wherever they may be, wherever they may require different types of goods and services. Say for example, I start my day with a brush and a toothpaste. Yes, so I'm dependent today because I need certain goods and services, right? So without a toothpaste or a brush, or whatever, we start with our day with a alarm, or whatever we start our day with a coffee, or whatever it is, you take any example for that matter. Don't you think indirectly we are depending on the business? Yes, we are depending on the business maybe for the goods or the services in order to satisfy our needs. I need a coffee. So in order to prepare a coffee, I need a milk, I need a sugar, I need a coffee powder, I need a cylinder, I need a stove. So all these things I need in order to satisfy my need. My need is a coffee. So in order to satisfy my need, don't you think I'm indirectly depending on the goods and services? Yes, in order to depend on the goods and services, don't you think it's a business again? Yes, business has become a major economic activity in today's modern society, dear students. So, business is mainly concerned with production and sale of goods and services which are being required by the people. So, the main aim of business is in order to earn money, nothing but the profit, by satisfying the human wants. So, business has become the the central part of economy. So without business, the life, imagining a life is totally difficult for that matter. So now let us try to understand the concept of business. So what do you mean by business here? The term business is being derived from the word busy. So what do you mean by this? Have you seen any businessman, sitting on a chair, relaxing in a AC hall? Have you seen any person? Say for example, you have been to different supermarkets, I believe. Say for example, you have been to Big Bazaar, you have been to Reliance Trends, you have been to D-Mart. I'm sure you would have been to one of the business, whichever I had given you the example. Have you seen any person sitting and relaxing there on a chair and in a AC hall? Never, right? So the term business is been derived from the word busy. The term business is derived from the word busy. So literally it means busyness or the state of being busy. So any businessman for that matter, he will be completely busy. However, in specific sense, you all know that business refers to an occupation in which a people or a person regularly engaged in activities related to purchase, production and or sale of goods and services to satisfy the needs of other people. Say for example, I'll go to a provision store to purchase 1 kg of sugar. Okay, so I'm going to a provision store now. I can see the shop is open by morning, say around 7 o'clock, and I can see a owner of the provision store is regularly engaged in the buying and selling activity, right? So he is purchasing the sugar, right? And he is trying to sell. Why he is trying to sell? In order to make money. Money is nothing but a profit for him, right? So either he has to purchase the sugar in order to sell it to me, or he has to produce. Can the shopkeeper produce the sugar? Don't you think it becomes difficult? Yes, a businessman will try to purchase from the farmer or from the wholesaler, or he has to produce. Do you think the shopkeeper will take a farm and he will try to grow the sugar cane, and he will try to convert the sugar cane into a sugar? So it becomes difficult. So what he tries to do, he will try to purchase the sugar and try to sell that sugar and try to earn the profit. When he is selling the sugar here, he is trying to satisfy the need of the people. So when I am going to buy 1 kg of sugar, yes, the shopkeeper has kept this 1 kg of sugar ready with him. He is trying to sell that. And he is trying to satisfy the need. So I wanted 1 kg of sugar. Yes, shopkeeper is readily giving you 1 kg of sugar for 40 rupees, say for example, right? So this refers to as business. So let me repeat it for you all. The term business is derived from the word busy. So what do you mean by busy? Busy is nothing but a person is always engaged with busyness or the state of being busy. The meaning comes here, dear students, please concentrate. Business refers to an occupation which people regularly engaged in activities related to purchase, production or sale of goods and services to satisfy the need of other people. Hope you have got the meaning. Now, let us try to understand the actual meaning of business. So, business is a major economic activity concerned with production and sale of goods and services required by people. The purchase of business is to earn money by satisfying people demand and for goods and services. As I told you all, business is a economic activity which is concerned with production and or sale of goods and services to the required people. As I gave you an example of requirement of sugar, I wanted 1 kg of sugar and the business person is ready to sell 1 kg of sugar. He is satisfying my want in order to earn money. Clear to you all? So he is trying to provide whatever the customers want and trying to earn the money. So in every society, you all know that people undertake various types of activity in order to fulfill their needs. So in every activity, people will try to undertake different types of activity, various types of activity. So these activities may be broadly classified into two types. Broadly classified into two types. So activities may be classified into two types. Which are they? Let us try to take a look. Yes, this activity may be broadly classified into two groups, that is economic activity, point number 1, economic activity, and point number 2, non-economic activity. So what do you mean by economic activity and non-economic activity here? So let us try to understand. So what is this activity? So these are the business activity which are being broadly classified into further two groups. Which are they? Point number 1, economic activity, and point number 2, non-economic activity. Let us try to understand the meaning of economic activity now. So economic activity are the activity which are being performed in order to earn our livelihood. So what do you mean by this economic activity? Economic activity are the activity which are being carried on in order to earn our livelihood. So what do you mean by this livelihood? So when you look at your please take your example of your own family. When you look at your family, I'm sure all your father goes out for a work or they will carry on any of the business activity, isn't it? Why they have to take up a business to be conducted, or why they have to go to a work in order to earn money? So why do we need money in order to carry on our day to day life? Nothing but in order to carry on our livelihood. In order to carry on our livelihood, in order to carry on our day to day activity. So day to day activity, so we all need money. Without money, we all cannot lead our life. Can you imagine without money, can you come out of your house today? No. Say for example, you are getting an education. You all have to get your basic food. You all have to get your basic shelter. You all have to get your basic clothing. So all this, in order to fulfill all this, in order to carry on your day to day life, in order to lead your livelihood, you all have to need money. So economic activity is an activity here which has been carried on in order to earn livelihood is called as economic activity. Let us try to look into some of the example. Say for example, a worker is working in a factory. Worker is working in a factory, or you can see a doctor working in a clinic. Whenever you go to a doctor, you think a doctor is giving you a treatment for free of cost? No, definitely a doctor is charging you a consultation charges. Say for example, a doctor is charging you 200 rupees, 400 rupees, or 500, 600 rupees. It depends on the doctor, which type of a doctor you are being consulting with. Say for example, if doctor is of well experienced, I'm sure doctor will charge you with high consultation, isn't it? So all these are the example for economic activity. These are the activity which are being carried on in order to earn the livelihood. Money which is being earned in order to carry on the day to day expenses of the life is being called as a economic activity. If you want some more example, a manager working in the office. You can see how hotel is being carried on You can see there are different Ola cabs today. You can see there are Uber cabs today. All these are being carried on in order to earn money, isn't it? Any Ola or Uber transportation are giving you a free transportation? No. Yes, they are dropping you from one end to the other end. No doubt in that. But don't you think they are charging you? Yes, this type of activity is being called as a economic activity. Now, on the other hand, let us try to see the example of economic activity for you all. Yes, the activity of making, purchasing or selling goods or services is being called as a economic activity. Anything done, maybe a selling, buying, distributing of goods. Say for example, today we have many of the courier services. So even when you have to send a courier from one person to the other person, one place to other place, you have to pay for it. Again, it's an economic activity. You can see any of the person one who is coming to your place and working for you, and obviously they are working for money, right? Making something to sell them. Say for example, a pottery person is making a pots. Usually we use it in the month of summer, right? So say for example you are purchasing a beautiful vase. So all these things are the example for economic activity. On the other hand, let us also try to understand the meaning of non-economic activity. So what do you mean by this non-economic activity? Non-economic activity are the activity which are being performed out of affection, sentiments, patriotism, etc. All these things are being called as a non-economic activity. Very simple. Economic activity is activity performed in order to earn money. The name is itself is telling. Non-economic activity. Non-economic activity is activity which is being performed out of affection, sentiments and patriotism is called as economic activity. Non-economic activity. So what are the examples here? Here some of the examples. Say for example, your mother is cooking a food at home. So say for example you are hungry and your mother is preparing a food for you all, for you and your family. You think your mother is asking a money for the food she is prepared? No, right? So here money, I mean to say, your mother is preparing a food out of affection, isn't it? Out of a sentiment, and it is a duty to give a food to her family, isn't it? So here mother is not expecting any money out of you all, but she is doing it out of her affection and sentiment. So giving a food is, you know, serving you all with a delicious food. So it's a duty of your mother, and she's not expecting anything out of it. She's doing it out of her affection and sentiment. Is being called as, non-economic activity. Economic activity, please concentrate, economic activity done in order to earn money. Non-economic activity, the name is itself is telling. Non-economic activity, activity which is performed out of affection, sentiment or a patriotism, etc., not to earn money. Okay, so mother is preparing a food for her family is called as affection, preparing food for her family out of her affection and sentiment. Say for example you all will tell, I love my country. It's a patriotism. Even though you're telling, uh, I love my country, say for example for 100 times or 1000 times, you think you're earning anything out of it? No. It's your affection or it's a patriotism. You have a tribute towards your country. Out of that you are telling, I love my country, and it is purely a non-economic activity. When mother is cooking a food for her family, it's a non-economic activity. When you tell, I love my India, it's a non-economic activity. You're helping a old person to cross the road. When you help the person to cross the road, and once the person is safe on the other road, other end, You think you're taking a money from the old person? Definitely no. So all these are the example for non-economic activity. Activity which are being performed out of affection, sentiment and patriotism. All these are the example for non-economic activity. Now let us try to take some of the examples, some more examples, uh, now example, let us try to differentiate here. So next example we have here is farmer cultivating a crops for sale. This comes under economic activity. So farmer growing a crops only for his family, it's a non-economic activity. Very good. Mother cooking food for her family, non-economic activity. Mother cooking a food at home and selling it in a restaurant, this becomes economic activity, isn't it? Mother cooking food at home, no doubt, but she is selling the same food at a restaurant. Because she is selling for money, it becomes economic activity, isn't it? Yes. So all these are the examples for economic activity and a non-economic activity. So hope the concepts are being clear to you all. So whatever the concept you all have learned today, whatever the concept you all have learned today, the same concept I have given you the notes. So once you are very clear with the concept, I want you all to go through the video very clearly and make sure you all are been taking the concepts very clearly into your mind. And before you all are you know writing your notes, because this is a pre-recorded video, I want you all to go back with the videos again and again. If you are not clear with the concept, surely you can get back to your teachers and definitely to me as well to clarify any of your doubts. Today I'll be creating a group. After this class, I want you all to immediately join to business studies group. If you have any doubts, surely you can get back to me on the business studies group. And after you all are watching this video, I want you all to give your attendance on the comment. Giving your attendance is mandatory, girls. Hope you all know that. Yes. And hope you all had a happy learning today. Let us try to see what and all we have learned today. What are the concept did we learn today? What did we learn today? Yes, today we have learned the meaning of business. We have learned the classification of business. We have learned economic activity and non-economic activity, the meaning and the example. Today we have learned two different classifications of business. Which are they? Very good. It is economic activity and non-economic activity. Economic activity, we have learned the meaning along with the example as well. Non-economic activity, we have learned the meaning along with the example. Hope you all have enjoyed today's session. Please do not forget to give your attendance on comment, dear girls. Yes, it's time to tell you all thank you. Hope you all have enjoyed today's session. Hope the concepts have reached you very clearly and easily. This is a pre-recorded video. Make a maximum use of this video. If you are not clear with the concept, you can definitely get back to the video, watch from the beginning again. Unless you are clear with the concept, please do not let the concept go without understanding. So it's your duty to chase the concept and get into the mind and understand the concepts better. So wish you all the best, girls. So hope you have enjoyed my today's session and have understood the new concepts. And from now then you all will be learning the new concepts, no doubt in that, because it's a new subject to you all. I'm very sure you all are enjoying the concept and you all are learning something new. Almost after your 10th standard, you all had a break of very long months of gap, and I'm sure you all are ready to receive all the new things. And as you all are into the commerce group, you all will be learning all the concepts which have been like very new to you all. I'm sure you all are glad and you all are waiting to learn all the new concepts. Wishing you all the best for that. All your teachers are ready here to, you know, help you out to learn the new concept and grab you all towards the success. Yes, all the best, dear students. Thank you. God bless you all.